Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful elect men, women, and children of Israel, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, among the heathen that look like the heathen. This your brother Yard Donbaugh, coming from the GMS branch here in Chicago, coming back at you. What I hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and the title of this lesson is "The Statue is About to Get Swept." All right. And first, let's get some background here. So I looked it up here. What is the meaning of the sweep meaning in combat, right? It says the word sweep has multiple meanings in combat, including a martial arts technique and a tactical maneuver in air combat. But we want to focus on the martial arts one. It says martial arts. A sweep is a technique used in martial arts to throw or take down an opponent or to reverse a grappling position. Sweeps can be performed from a standing position using the legs to attack an opponent's legs or from a guard position to the ground. Foot sweeps are a common type of sweep that use the foot or the leg to trip an opponent. Foot sweeps are prevalent in many martial arts styles, including Chinese martial arts, judo, jujitsu, jujutsu, karate, and Muay Thai, right? So, the statue that we're speaking of is the statue here in Daniel, the second chapter, man. In this statue, it spoke about how, so to speak, this statue is going to be the on a receiving end of a sweep, so to speak. All right. So, of course, this statue here represents the four major kingdoms. It was a dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, and it was the four major kingdoms that would rule the earth. Right. You had the Assyrio-Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greeks, and the Romans. The Roman Empire being where we are today, right? In those toes. You had the Roman Empire represented the legs, and then the revival represented the toes, mixed with part iron and part miry clay, right? But let's get this part right here. Let's get straight to the point. Daniel 2:34. It says, "Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth." Right? And that stone is Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai is going to smite this place, man. Mainly, that it said it's going to hit them at the feet, right? Which those feet. The feet represents the revival of the Roman Empire, which is ruled by who? Esau Edom, man. So yeah, it's coming. And it's going to happen now exactly that way, man. We're in that empire right now. And this empire is going to cause all Gentile nations to fall, man. All the heathen nations are going to fall at this point, and there's going to be one rulership on the planet Earth. And that's going to be the kingdom of Israel, ruled by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Continuing on, I want to jump down here to verse 44. All right. And to prove that point even further, Daniel 2:44, it says, "In the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people," right? Showing you what? So it's lucky if y'all heard that. But showing you what, man? That these other nations are not a part of this covenant, man. They're not a part of the rulership class of this kingdom, man. It says that this kingdom shall not be left to other people. Right? But it says, "But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold. The great power hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure." Right? So this will happen. And we can actually see it starting to happen right before our very eyes, man. We saw the first three parts of the statue play out, and we're seeing the ending part of the fourth play out. Right? And so with that being said, man, let's prove that Yahweh Shai is coming to a place ruled by Esau Edom. And he's going to sweep it. He's going to sweep that statue, starting with Esau Edom, man. This is the book of Isaiah, the 63rd chapter, starting at verse 1. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. This is speaking of Yahweh Shai right here. Verse 2, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thine garment like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there is none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth, man. So yeah, this is what the Lord's going to do. And it starts with Esau, Edom. However, you have to understand, man, it said what? That all those kingdoms will be brought to desolation, right? All of them. All of these people are going to have to fight, and they're all going to lose, man. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and verse 8, getting straight to the point. It says, therefore wait upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nation, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Right? So we understand that this is going to happen, man. Yes, it's going to be, the statue is going to get swept, right? And that's going to be the initial impact hits Esau, Edom. But all the other nations are also going to have to be made subject, right? All of them. And that's what it's going to have to be. All right. The Yahweh Shai is going to reign over the whole earth, right? And being joint heirs, the 144,000 and the rest of the elect will be joint heirs in that, man. But it all starts with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. All right. And I want to end off here in this book of Revelation, the 19th chapter. And I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Right? And that's speaking of who? Yahweh Shai. His eyes were as a flame of fire. On his head were many crowns. And he had the name written that no man knew but he himself. Right? So that's very important. It says that he had many crowns, representing what? He took the crowns of all the other kings, man. He took all of their rulership. Now it's all his. And then it says he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, right? And that's not saying it's going to be a different name than Yahweh Shai. You have to understand, let's get the Greek for the word name here.
Strong's G 3686. Anima.
It says anima, right? So it says name, universally of proper names. But then it goes on to say the name is used for everything which the name covers. Everything the thought or feeling of which is aroused in the mind by mentioning, hearing, or remembering the name, i.e. for one's rank, authority, interest, pleasures, command, excellencies, deeds, and etc. Right? So it says that Yahweh Shai is going to have is essentially saying that he's going to have a reputation, a level of authority, right? That no man on this planet has ever had before, man. Because he's going to have a perfect rulership of this place, man. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess, right? And that's going to happen at the end of the day, man. But this statue, it got to go, and it's going to get swept, starting with the 10 toes, man, which represents the Roman Empire revived, which is ruled by who? Esau, Edom, man. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, Wa Abad Babal.